Today we're looking at 6 random riffs. They were put together the first of this month, which was August of 2024. And they're in a bunch of different keys with a bunch of different physical attributes, but we're going to start walking through them. The first one is kind of shaped like a D minor chord and could be used in the key of D minor or in the key of F. And it starts off with the first finger pulling off on the first string to open, then on the second string 3 to 1, make sure your 1 is already set up to pull off that 3 to the 1, 2 here on the third string, 3rd fret of the 4th string. So it's sort of shaped like an F chord now. And then I hop that second finger over to pick up that slide on the 5th string. Like that. By leaving that there, I get to hold it a little bit longer and not hop it over and have it die. So like that. Okay. So that on a D minor would be nice sounding. You could play that chord. I played it a little different there, finger selection wise, but you get the idea of it. Okay, the second one is a G riff. Has some real conventions in it, some real cliches, and one of them is this one, like that. So we're going to hammer on. I've got my finger barred across the bottom 2 strings on the 3rd fret. Hammer on that 2nd string, 3rd fret to 5th fret, then 3rd fret of the 1st string, and then I'm going to set this up with my first finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string and 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and I'm going to pick the 3rd string and hammer my 2nd onto, or my 4th onto the 2nd, and then play that 2nd string like that. So putting the first part of that together is, and then I'm going to do this sort of R&B move like that. You hear it in like R&B rock songs, like Lenny Kravitz used it, Prince as well, a bunch of people. It's in some standard soul songs as well. So how that works is it's 3rd string, hammer the 3rd fret on the 4th fret, use the 1st finger, 2nd finger, and the 3rd finger onto the 5th fret of the 4th string, and then sliding the 2s of the 1st and 2nd string up into 3s. So it's going to be, so on a G, for all kinds of things. I don't know if I got that to sound as good as I could have, but we're moving on to 3. 3 is also in the key of G. I thought it would be interesting. This is kind of like a G major 7 mostly, because it kind of conjures up this shape right here, where we're going to walk through this G arpeggio that's made by playing the first finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and baby finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string. But we're going to start actually 1 fret lower than that by playing this like this, and then we're going to set this chord up. Now, don't play that arpeggio and pick across it, then it sounds sort of like a chord and less like a soloing riff. So by playing them individually, we get that staccato sound, sort of like a little jazzy riff. Yeah, and could be used for E minor as well. Riff number 4, I'm going to set this up so the baby finger does this first slide from 7 to 8, because we're going to walk down to 7 and 5 after we slide from 7 to 8 on that first string. Then 8 and 5 on the 2nd string, 2 7s on the 3rd string, sliding down from 5 to 4, and then 7 5 to 7 on the 4th string. So it's going to be, and you can either slide that down 5 to 4 and use those 2 fingers, or slide that down and then hop up to depending on what you prefer. So could be like an A minor. You go D minor and then use that for like an A minor blues. That could be a useful use for that. Riff number 5 is in D, B minor as well. This sets up the bar chord, one of the bar chord versions of a D chord. We all know this D shape here, but D can also be made by setting up a C shape, this making a look of a C, and using this as a little small bar on the 2nd fret to make that shape, which is a D that we play with these fingers, just in a different finger selection, and then we pull these up. Once again, we're going to play them individually. We're not going to play it as a shape like that. So we're going to play across the shape, but by thinking about the shape, we can get playing it faster. Then the 5 on the 1st string. So it's a D. And begin to build up. You don't have to use it with a chord. You can just use it as a solo piece without the chord being in there, but playing with the chords is kind of an interesting way to do it. All right, so riff number 6, I wanted to do one with a lot of slides in it, and I ended up doing one with all slides in it. So it starts off, it's in D, B minor as well. Kind of the progression I thought it might work well with was like a D to an A to G to A, and it kind of goes, so with the 2nd finger sliding on the 3rd string from 2 to 4, on the 1st string sliding down 3 to 2, and then on the 2nd string 3 to 5, 3rd string 4 to 2, then the 4th string 2 to 4, 2nd finger on the 5th string 5 to 7, and on the 6th string 7 to 5. So it's going to be like this. Da, 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 da. So you see how that progression kind of matches it, but if you use the wrong finger selection, it's very likely you'll hit a wrong fret like I just did. So it's 2nd finger, 1st finger, 2nd finger, 1st finger, 1st finger, 2nd finger, and you flip over to your 1st finger there. That's probably a good move. And so that's a handy one as well. So go and enjoy.